This Smoky Bar newsreel is brought to you by American Tire. Unfortunately, the Sandy Hook tragedy has us all looking at the world just a little differently. We're considering for the first time putting armed guards in all of our schools, and in fact that is a trend that will probably carry across the country. Bill Holt, the Robertson County Sheriff, took time out of his busy schedule to meet with Smoky today. We talked about how things are now and what it's going to cost us to upgrade to allow for our resource officer to be stationed at every school in the county.
Well, Jim, first off, I'd like to say the Robertson County Sheriff's Office supports the position of recommending a school resource officer in all of the schools within Robertson County. There's 19 schools in the county, and presently the Robertson County Sheriff's Office serves 4 of those. Greenbrier serves 2, White House serves 1, East Robertson, the Cross Plains Police Department, serves 1. So that leaves us with 11 schools that presently do not have SROs. The Board of Education ultimately will make the decision as to whether it wants local jurisdiction to expand and take over some of the schools, or for how many the school board is wanting the sheriff's office to expand their SRO program to take and is willing to fund. So,
Bill, how many total resource officers do we have at the moment? And by the way, these are fully trained police officers. These are not security guards. These are real officers. Is that right?
No, that's correct. We have 5 from the sheriff's office. Then we have the local police departments have the other 4.
Okay, so we have there's a total of 9 then.
Yes.
9 officers.
And 9 officers. The school board is paying out about $395,000, somewhere close to that, presently. If you take that, you go ahead and figure what it would cost to figure out the rest of the schools. On top of that, you add that to it, and that's about right at $2 million. So if you subtract the amount of money that we're paying now, the new money is about $1.6 million.
And there's the first year there's some extra costs for equipment you have to buy?
Sure. The first year there's a lot of equipment has to be bought. You have weapons and training and extra training to get them through all the different schools, automobiles to be serviced, keeping up with that. And then the second year, or the next year, would be about $831,000 continuing, reoccurring money in the next year. So the startup year is the big ticket money.
What would be the difference between an SRO and, say, a patrol officer? Is there any difference in training?
Yes, there is. They're required to attend specialized school resource officer training and be certified in that field. So this is above and beyond their regular certification training that they require each year, which they're required to do every year.
Do you know anything about what that training entails?
It has all facets of teaching about response to active shooters. It has to do with teaching about gangs. It teaches about drugs. They teach about interpersonal relationships. They talk about getting to establishing a rapport with the parents, with the schools, the administrative staff. So it's multifaceted. It goes far beyond just being a police officer there just to lock somebody up or make an arrest.
It sounds a little proactive, maybe, creating the probability of maybe stopping something well before it happens.
Well, that's true, and if we've had a situation last year where here in this county, the SROs, because of their relationship with the students, developed some information that a student was bringing a gun onto the campus. And when the individual arrived, the officers, SROs were there, already had prior knowledge and was able to intercept the weapon before it ever got into the school. So those are one of the things that developing that relationship is a benefit, and that is being proactive.
And finally, in closing, I asked Bill if he would simply encapsulate what he felt all of the benefits were to having a resource officer available at all of the schools.
Well, first thing would be the deterrent factor, having the armed security officer in the schools, having the marked vehicle on the outside of the school is a deterrent effect. The second would be the absolute quick response time, immediate response time to any type of situation that might arise, not just a shooter, but anything else that would disrupt the schools that would keep them from being safe or creating a safe learning environment. The third thing is them being able to develop information because of the rapport that they establish with the students and the staff to head off a situation before it occurs, where it be a domestic or an assault or a weapon on the campus, as I mentioned earlier on. So those are just a few of the quick things that it really makes a difference to have them there.
Are there any cons that you can think of to having a resource officer there other than perhaps the money?
I can't think of one.
In comments below, don't forget to tell us what you think. This has been Jim Ball reporting for Smoky Barn News in Springfield. Don't let this happen to you. We've all heard this sound before. Take your car to American Tire before it's too late. Don't sit there and stare at that check engine light. It's time to do something about it. Take it to American Tire and have them look under the hood. They'll get you on the road, and they'll keep you there too. Go like their Facebook page to see special offers and discounts. The link is below this video.